Kuno care?
Так, у меня есть еще вопросы по поводу места преступления.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
Одежда покойного была в мусорном баке. Как она туда попала?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Слушай, мне нужно узнать. Вдруг это зацепка в расследовании? Возможно, кто-то поменял что-то на месте преступления.
Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Ладно, давай послушаем. Чем так хороши эти штаны?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Да. Я на самом деле просто думал его разговорить как-то. А это, оказывается, можно получить броню, типа, другой шмот.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
Или нет, или мы не получим. Может, меня и интересуют штаны, но мы вернемся к этому позже.
All right, Pickle. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's going to steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
Слушай, а лестница? Лазал по ней?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
То есть, на твой взгляд, забраться по этой лестнице нельзя?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
А что в той теплице?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Что значит кипча?
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
Ты про девушку возле танцев в тряпье? Это садовница?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her.
Окей, в будущем у меня могут быть еще вопросы, а пока давай сменим тему.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Я, кстати, нашел твою лачугу, Куно.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
Сквозь что? Извечнит? Произвел фазовый сдвиг сквозь извечнит?
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
Что это за тема со свиной головой?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Ты пытался мне на что-то намекнуть? Нас, мусоров, ведь еще и свиньями иногда называют. Но все равно он не скажет «да». Что? Крутая свиная башка, мне понравилась. У меня тоже такая есть. Вот. Только она говно. Что? Демка? Типа как у музыканта?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Я нашел тарелку с остатками порошка. Тебе известно об этом что-нибудь?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
А что это за магнолам, Куно?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Это магний, верно?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's going to use it against you, Kuno.
Я все знаю про магний. Постоянно его ем.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're going to OD and you're going to fucking die.
А вот это там мой плащ? Практически уверен, что мой.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
После какого такого?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
А с крыши можно попасть в порт?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
И все? Легкотня.
Not for you, pig. Kuno can't wait to see you get all scared and shit your pants.
Kuno can't wait to see you shit your fat pants.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Ага. Я услышал
Good
достаточно.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Ладно, я пойду.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Так. Что мы узнали? Надо спросить Гаррета еще об этом. Может, кстати, садовница звонила.
Can I help you?
А, вот твой ключ от мусорного бака.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Я нашел шмотки покойного.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
А кто-нибудь из твоих сотрудников мог их туда выбросить?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
У кого есть еще ключи от бака?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Ладно, спасибо. Давай тогда о чем-нибудь другом.
Yes.
Насчет денег, которые я тебе должен.
Yes. Have you got it?
Напомню, сколько я тебе
A
должен?
lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real.
Блин, у меня нет таких денег.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
До свидания пока что. Так. Может, садовница что-то мне скажет?
You're back.
Ты удивлена?
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
У меня есть несколько вопросов.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Нам нужно узнать дорогу.
Of course. Where to?
Вот так вот это имеется в виду. Ладно, спасибо, пока что это
No
всё.
problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Еще кое-что. Можно одолжить твои перчатки?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Спасибо. Так. То есть это нельзя сейчас узнать. Это тоже. Найти катушку с грустной песней. Купить треники у Куна. Найти сигареты. Найти бухло. Осмотреть тело еще повнимательнее. Тут есть магазины, может, какие-то? Где мне найти бухло, сигареты? Что тут? Магазин. По радио играет меланхоличная попса.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Что это за аппарат?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Понятно, но что он собой представляет?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Ясно, как собирать эту тару?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Желтые розы, десятки роз, а еще тюльпаны. Слушай, а что это за магазин вообще?
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Прежде чем мы продолжим, что такое фритте?
I don't know. Frit?
А что такое фритте?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Почему в названии 3 буквы Т?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
А что это у тебя за журнал там?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Мне нравится, довольно футуристично.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
Чего я пытаюсь втереться к ней в доверие? Продолжим, у меня есть к тебе вопросы.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Можешь что-нибудь рассказать о трупе?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
А что, по-твоему, произошло?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Ладно, спасибо за помощь. Я вообще-то хотел купить что-нибудь, конечно.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They...
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Здоровье, здоровье, боевой дух, боевой дух. Окей.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Ничего не говорить, просто любоваться.
The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
А чё водка такая дорогая? У вас есть какие-нибудь особые препараты?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Ладно, блин, что делать? У меня просто вообще очень мало денег. Ладно, мне пиво дайте.
Here you go, mister.
А тут что есть?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Украсть дождевик. А нафига он мне нужен? А что это?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Да я и так бы не смог. Ладно, пошли на улицу, короче. Покурим. А точнее, бухнем. Просто подумал, что покурить мы, может быть, сможем стрельнуть у девушки.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
Осмотреть бутылку.
What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called beer. Pop it open before it gets too warm. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Открыть бутылку.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
Если я сделаю глоток, какие будут последствия?
Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
Сделать глоток тогда.
The golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
from the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Я просто хотел квест выполнить. Вероятно, раньше в грузовиках хранилось топливо, а сейчас спиртное. Да ладно, спиртное? Может, не стоило украсть его тогда где-то? Иномарка в хорошем состоянии. Надпись РКП. Кривошорский грузовой порт.
Scab?
What did he just call you? A... Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Я не антистачник, я полицейский.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Я прибыл в Мартинес, расследуя убийство.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Я понятия не имею, что я делаю.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
Для чего вообще устроили эту забастовку?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Окей. Ладно, хороший вышел разговор. Мне пора. А кто там главный у них? Не знаю, пока я не знаю, куда двигаться. Вот это главное.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Что тут происходит?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Нет.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Как бы то ни было, у меня к тебе есть вопросы.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Чего именно вы здесь добиваетесь?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Вы не можете пробить себе путь?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is.
Погоди, черепомер?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
Неужели вам настолько сложно справиться с одним человеком? Вы вроде бы ребята крепкие.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Почему вы просто не поговорите с ними?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Я тоже хочу попасть в порт.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Я расспрашиваю людей об убийстве, которое здесь произошло. За гостиницей.
I know nothing about a murder.
Совсем-совсем?
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Конечно, почему нет?
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity.
Let us work!
Ладно. Я, пожалуй, пойду.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Ничего нового не появилось. Мне нужно узнать, что за этими воротами. Я изучаю мир.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Это значит, что ты пропустишь меня через ворота?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Ну так просто? Я могу просто взять и выйти?
I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Мимо головы мера?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him.
Так.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Ага.
Then go past him again.
Так.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
По какой-то причине мне кажется, что это будет совсем нелегко.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Кто-нибудь из антистачников пытался принять его образ мыслей?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
А кто-нибудь когда-нибудь брал над ним верх в поединке?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Ясно. Еще одно.
Sure.
Ладно. Пора бежать. Что там? Герметичная дверь заперта на электронный замок. Эту дверь не получится ни вскрыть, ни выбить. Надпись: в случае забастовки откройте крышку и нажмите на кнопку.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Что значит тело выдает дегенеративную сущность?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
А, это лев против, короче.
You reek of it.
Долбоёб,
An
короче.
invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
меня нет проблем с Альгулем. Я просто выпиваю по выходным.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al-Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Вся эта расовая хрень сейчас не имеет значения. Мне просто нужно, чтобы ты помог мне с работой.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Это какой-то расист.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Вы? Кто вы? Я немец?
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Оттолкнуть его с дороги.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember, communicate.
Блин, ну не хочу, чтобы меня считали фашистом в этой игре. Даже. Но у меня высокие шансы его обмануть сейчас. Типа согласиться с его современной расовой теорией.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Слушай, головомер, я новичок в этом мире. Помоги мне разобраться в его расах. Расскажи, какие расы существуют.
Do you?
Но мне интересно.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Тип Б? Я не знаю, не могу представить, о чем это. Что такое сервильная раса?
Type B are the unheroic races. Amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Землистого?
To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco and for eating potato. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
А кто такие вашальеры, про которых ты сказал?
The Vacholians, halfway between Tip-A and the racial Cordron. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little evolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recorded history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Слушай, я точно знаю, что наша история не такая длинная.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespias.
Что это была за революция?
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zara's ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually, probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Ладно, тип В. Отвратительный расовый котел педерастии, пожалуйста. Это цитата.
You need to know both tips A and B to understand the context for the reckless genetic abandonment in the philo-cauldron.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have context, you know.
No. Такая. Какой-то восточноевропейский чувак и калифорнийка такая. Yeah. Типа.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maon, of course. The Maon are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maon on reprehensible street parades. In Maon cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Погоди, кто они такие, эти мауны?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Ясно. Понятно. А кто тогда, по твоему мнению, относится к типу А?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
А где в этой системе находятся семенинцы и ареопагиты?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Semenese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Ареопагиты. И семенинцы это?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Semenese inhabit the southern islands. I am Semenese, from the stock of Ulebruir on Ile de Fantôme.
И ареопагиты это?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Semenese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Maran to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun written Occidentals discovered this place.
Это все выдуманные вещи или это реально существовали вот эти все наименования народов и мест? Я просто вот реально, я может тупой, я не врубаюсь вообще в историю. И поэтому не могу понять. Тут наверняка, если даже это не настоящие названия, то это отсылки к каким-то настоящим названиям. Но я слишком плохо осведомлен, чтобы понимать их. В чем разница между семенинцами и ареопагитами?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Semenese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Ладно, давай про типы В.
Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Что за химерические эксперименты?
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Что-нибудь еще?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Да.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and great servility.
Что такое сервильность?
This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Итак, я узнал про все типы. Теперь я понимаю современную расовую теорию, так?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
И как мне облечь тайну в слова?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Давай поговорим о другом.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Basholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Ты служишь профсоюзу, верно? Разве они не белые?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Ну да, продолжай себя убеждать.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Моя фишка — это таинственный четвертый вариант.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
что так, я бунтарь и звезда рок-н-ролла.
Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Замечательно. Мне нужно немедленно пройти в порт по долгу службы.
What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting into this harbor.
Ким, что ты про все это думаешь?
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle.
Блин. Ладно, наверное, пока что уйдем. Мы потратили тут столько времени. Ну куда ты под... В смысле? В грузовике крупная надпись Humanox. Белая майка. Руины, засыпанные снегом. Здесь больше никто не живет. Так, мы, кажется, движемся к тупику. В смысле, уже не знаю, куда идти. Стой, между грузовиками вон там сигареты, возьми их. Где? Отлично.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Вытащить сигарету из пачки.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Зажечь.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
А каковы последствия?
Repercussions. There's a high risk of glory with a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true.
Ну тогда поджечь и затянуться.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
В результате какого-то сильного тектонического воздействия, блять, я не успел прочитать. Следы шин, практически уничтоженные дождем и мокрым снегом, ведут на крышу. Древний фонтан, вода больше не подается, теперь в нем растет дерево. Игорь, мы здесь не пройдем? Амбар Троя. Быстрые деньги в скоротечные времена. Шлюз на ремонте до среды 7:15.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Перевести рычаг вверх.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Поднажать сильнее.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
Ладно, отпустить.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Хорошо. Иди.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
Попробовать восстановить события.
Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No use rubbernecking now.
Тут больше не на что смотреть. Ай, блин. Канализационная решетка. Врата к реке нечистот. Телефон службы поддержки компании, ответственной за эксплуатацию разводного моста. Из канализации поднимается горячий воздух. Кислый, едкий и почему-то успокаивающий. Куда-то улетает вообще. Кран непонятный. Что это? Повышение уровня. Погоди, как туда перейти-то? Блядь, как переключать это все, не понимаю. У меня же открыта новая ячейка. Почему я не могу? Почему? Как мне, блин, зайти в этот список, блядь? Не понимаю, блин. У меня уже 3 должно быть свободно. Правильно? Вот эти за очки, а вот эти и так открытые. Ну, типа... Не понимаю, как это активировать. Типа только 2? Почему? Тут же явно 3 можно сделать. Или нет? Блять, я не понимаю, как это, блядь, работает, пиздец.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Китаец.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
Что круто?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Серьезно? Ты считаешь, что я крутой?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Убедите его дать тебе денег. Попробуем.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Я вижу, ты крайне успешный предприниматель. Может быть, ты найдешь возможность поддержать сотрудника местной полиции?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Считаю это вложением.
An investment? What kind of investment?
Это вложение в меня, сверхсовременное экспериментальное человеческое существо. Мое соотношение риска и прибыли зашкаливает.
I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
$1 миллион реалов.
But officer, I don't have that kind of money. There's got to be a more modest investment.
Ладно, 10 реалов.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
Откуда ты, Силен?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All reversion.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Звучит неплохо. Что ж, давай вернемся к делам.
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
Спасибо. Я тогда тут осмотрюсь. Ну, немножко деньжат получили. Хотя бы. Похоже, эти повреждения могли появиться в результате землетрясения. Не пройти. Так. Мы пока не особо, на самом деле, продвинулись. Вот. Но... Нет, ну немножко мы продвинулись, конечно, но еще... Потихонечку, потихонечку, ладно. Ладно, увидимся на следующем стриме и продолжим. Пока что я не очень понимаю, что делать дальше, но я думаю, мы справимся. Мы еще не все изучили, не все места. Потихонечку, я думаю, что-нибудь придумаем. Все.